Hello all. Welcome to session 34 of the PySpark series. So in last few session, we have started with windowing aggregations in PySpark, and we have seen row number, rank, dense rank, okay, their usages, how they work when we want to rank, okay, rank the data, okay. And we have seen few use cases using row number, rank, and dense rank. We tried to find the duplicates in the data, okay. And I think what we try to find is what is the second use case that we see top scorer in each subject. Okay, so these two use cases we have found, and now we have a next problem statement in front of us. Okay, so before I explain you the problem statement, I'll just explain you what data I have with me. Okay, so for customer ID one, order ID one. Okay, I have like this order is placed on 1st of Jan. Okay, then this order was confirmed on 2nd of Jan. Okay, and it is cancelled on 3rd of Jan. Okay, so this order ID 1 by customer ID 1 is cancelled after it is confirmed. Okay, so next is the order ID 2 for this customer ID 1. It is placed on 1st of Jan, confirmed on 2nd. On 4th, it is shipped. Then it went in transit in transportation on 5th. It reached out to destination city on 6th of Jan. It went out for delivery on 7th. Okay. And after it went out for delivery, it got cancelled. Maybe it went out for delivery. Customer didn't respond again, once again. Delivery, it went out for delivery. And if customer has not responded, it could have got cancelled. Cancellation can have any reason, right? But here, after the order is out for delivery, the order got cancelled. Okay. So, um, in this case, what an organization, this delivery organization wants to find is they want to find the customer ID and order ID, okay, uh, for which the order is cancelled after it is out for delivery. Okay. This case, for example, after it is confirmed and then cancelled. Okay. After it is confirmed and then, I would say after it is confirmed and then cancelled or shipped or cancelled, okay, in transit or cancelled. Okay, they don't want to find anything like that as of now. What they want to find out is find out that customer IDs and order IDs, okay, where the order got cancelled after it is out for delivery. Okay, so basically they want to play with the customer ID and order ID. Okay, so let's consider we have customer ID and order ID as composite primary key, right? So in case of windowing aggregations, we know as of now what we need is the partition by columns, okay, and the column based on which we have to order by. Okay, so now we have got to know what are partition by columns. Partition by columns are customer ID and order ID. Okay, because I want to work on this partition together, customer ID and order ID partition. Okay, if let's say order ID alone is a primary key, then we can directly work on order ID. Okay, the partition key is only order ID, that is also fine. Okay, but in our case, let's consider we have composite primary key. Composite primary key, I mean to say 1 1 is unique, 1 2 is unique. Okay, 1 3 1 4, then 2 1 2 2 2 3, something like that. Okay, so this way partition by column is customer ID. Now what I have to find out is how to find out which orders are cancelled after they are out for delivery. Okay, so I want to find out, let's say, some next status of the order. Okay, or previous status of the order. Okay, so in this case, let's consider I have to find out the next status of the order. So next status of the order is based on what date? Okay, because for example, on 1st of Jan it is placed. Okay, on 2nd of Jan it is confirmed. Okay, so confirmed is the next status of order. Okay, because why next? Because it is placed on the next date. Okay, date which is greater than the place state. Okay, so confirmed is the next status for me. Okay, so what we have to order by using, what is my order by column? It is date. Okay, let's say a date. Okay, fine. And what I have to find out is, we have said next order status. Okay, so wherever it comes to find the next from particular column, we use lead window function. We use lead window function. Here, what I have to find next order status. Next which column? Order status column, right? And what we'll do, we will just filter out the records where, let's say order status, previous order status is out for delivery, and next order status is cancelled, right? That's it. Okay, fine. So we have understood the data, we have understood the problem statement, we have understood logically how we can solve this problem. Okay, now let's go ahead and see um, how to solve this problem using PySpark. Okay, so we have this data. I have just collected the random data. Okay, this data is not copied from any site or anything like that. I just gave it a thought, like to explain, for example, lead window function, what kind of data I can use. Okay, and that data I have just prepared by myself. Okay, so this is orders data I have. Now what I have to do, I have to create a data frame out of this data. Okay, print, that is fine, that is Python. Let's remove that. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to create the schema first. Okay, now you all know what we need for schema. From PySpark dot SQL dot types import star. Okay, and what we will do, we will import functions as well. Okay, PySpark dot SQL import functions as f. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to define the schema. For example, order schema struct type. Okay, struct field. What is the first field? Customer ID. Customer ID. Okay, what is the data type? Let's say long type. Okay, long type is the data type of customer ID. Okay, I have 4 columns in my data. So what I'll do, I'll just copy paste this. Okay, next is what? Order ID. Order ID, let's keep it long type. Next is what? uh, a date, or let's say status date. Okay, date of, for example, what is the date of this destination city status? What is the date of out of delivery status? So what we will name it as status date. Okay, and let's try to put it as date type. Okay, because this we want as date, right? Fine. And next is what? Order status. Okay, order status, it is string. Okay, it is string. Fine, let me just copy this to another cell. I'll just run this imports. Okay, okay, let me run this. So my schema is created. Fine, now what I'll do, I'll have to create the data frame. Okay, orders tf equal to, you know how to create a data frame using Python when we have data and as Python list. Okay, what I have to put, orders data and order schema, right? Let me run this. Okay, fine. Okay, what error it has given? Error it has given is field status date. Okay, means this field date type cannot accept object as this. Okay, so we have this column as string. Okay, it is saying PySpark data frame cannot accept this string column as date. Okay, fine, no problem. Now, if you remember, we have seen how to cast the data types earlier. Okay. So in this case, definitely we will need the date. Okay, we don't want this to be a string because we want to order by based on date. So this column we want as date only. Okay, what we'll do, let's take the date as string. Okay, okay, let's take this as string. Okay, okay, we have taken the date as string. Okay, let's now run this. Okay, fine. Orders df is created. If I display df dot display, uh, let's see. Okay, I have data find. Okay, but my date column is string. I want that to be a date. Okay, let's see the schema. Okay, I want this status date to be a date because I want to simple. I want to order by based on date. So my 1st of Jan should come. For example, my 1st of Jan. If I'm ordering in ascending order, my 1st of Jan should come first, then second, then fourth, then fifth, right? So I have to order by based on date, right? What I'll do, I'll just cast the status date to string, okay? And how we can do that, if you can remember, okay, how we did that. There were two ways we used to cast the data type, okay? I'll show you both if you don't remember, okay? So what is the column? Status date, okay? The first way we have used is using f dot call. Okay, what I have to do, I have to uh, convert status state. I want to cast it to what? Integer. Sorry, date, not integer. Date. Okay. So now if I run this, okay, let's do one thing. Let me display this orders tf1. Okay. Yes, it has take date it has given. That is fine. And let me print the schema. Okay. Okay. So you can see date is a date. Now status date column has data type as date, right? Okay, I have casted. What is the second way I shown you? Okay, again using with column transformation, orders tf dot with column status state. Okay, now here what I have to use is orders df. Which column I want to access? Status date. Okay, dot cast to what? Date, right? Let me run this. Okay, fine. Orders tf2 dot display. Okay, fine. And if I see the print schema, orders tf2 dot print schema, right? See, status date has data type as date. Fine. So my whatever my requirement was there, all the data types are in place, all the column names in place. Now I have to what I have to find? I have to find the next status for each of these order status. Okay. And wherever my order status is out for delivery and next status is cancelled, I want to get those customer IDs and order IDs. Right? Fine. So uh, first, what I have to do, I have to define a window based on this partition by columns and date as order by column. Okay. So to window, what we have to do? Okay, we have to first import the window from pyspark.sql.window import window. Okay, I have imported the window. Okay, next let me define my window as, let's say, next status window. Okay, what I have to do, window dot partition by as what? Customer ID. Okay. And what is the second column I want to use for partitioning? Is order ID. Okay. Okay. And I have to order by based on what? Order by based on my status date, right? If I give ASC, that is also fine. If I don't give ASC, that is going to um, sort my data in ascending order. Okay, fine. Now let me do one thing. Orders df3 equals to orders df1. Okay, orders df1 dot. What I have to do? I'll use with column transformation. What I have to find is next status for each of these line items. Okay, so what I'll do is next order status. Okay, how we work with row number, rank, and dense rank is we used to specify f dot row number, f dot rank, f dot dense rank. Okay, here also we'll do the same f dot lead, but here we have to pass the column using which we have to lead. Okay, based on which we have, for example, this is my status column. Okay, I want next status, so based on this column only I'll be getting next status. Okay, let me try this f dot call. What is the column name? Order status. Okay, order status. Okay, dot over which window? This window, right? This window. Let me run this. Okay, orders tf3 dot display. Let me see what I'm getting in orders tf3. Yes, now see. For placed, confirmed is my next order status. Okay, see. For placed, confirmed is my next order status. For confirmed, shipped is my next order status. Okay, for ship in transit. For ship in transit. For in transit, destination city. For destination city, out of delivery, and for out of delivery, cancelled. For out of delivery, cancelled. Okay, for delivered, I don't have any next order status. Okay, delivered is my final status. So next order it will show it as null, right? So I have derived one more column, next order status, using window function lead. Okay, now from this, what I have to filter? Okay, let me just show you. Let me create results df. Okay, result df equal to orders df3. Okay, dot filter. Okay, what I have to filter? Where order status, sorry, not this one. Okay, where order status is equal to out for delivery. Okay, so let me copy this. Okay, let directly do it in, a programming approach. Okay, so what is my order status should be equal to f dot lit. You know the use of lit by now. Okay, f dot lit for constant value. Okay, and and now you all know, when we have multiple filter conditions, what we use? Filter transformation, that we have already seen when we learned filter and where. Okay, how to efficiently filter the data. Okay, the next order status is what? Delivered. Okay, so let me and f dot call next order status. Okay, equals to f dot lit what? Delivered. Okay, let me run this. Okay, what it is showing? Cannot convert column into boolean. Please use and for and or for or. Okay, we have used. Let us check what is the issue. Okay, what I have to do is I have to separate out this condition and separate out this condition. Okay, because I'm using multiple conditions. So what I'll do to separate out, I'll just add extra bracket to separate out this, separate this out. Okay, okay. So now this condition will be treated as a whole. Okay, and this filter condition will be treated as a whole. Okay, let me run. Fine, this is successful. Okay, this is small tricks how we can solve the errors that we are facing. Okay, let me run this. Okay, so it has given customer ID 1, order ID 1 has this issue. Sorry, what I have to find out. No, next order status should be cancelled, right? So it should be cancelled, right? This is my filter condition. We've entered wrong filter condition, right? Fine, let me run this. Let me run. Yeah, so customer ID 1, this order ID. For customer ID 3, this order ID 6. For customer ID 5, this order ID has. These customers for these orders have cancelled the order after that is after it went out for delivery, right? So what I have to find, I have to just select. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to just select what is my requirement. I want to select the columns customer ID, such customers and their order IDs. Okay, f dot call order ID. You all know this is called chaining of transformations. Okay, let me run this. Let me run this. Fine. So these are the customers for their corresponding orders have cancelled the orders after they are out for delivery, right? This is how we think of a particular problem, okay, and we solve the problem. Okay, now as per our ritual, what we have